Behind the main road is a little park, which hopefully have the entrance open for the mountain trail. And one of the times that I came here, the previous time I came here, that door was closed and I had to jog all the way along the highway, kind of to get to the alternate entrance, and I managed to find it. But hopefully today, because of the public holiday, it's open. The entrance to the park I think leads from small straight. There's some pretty good live saxophone playing somewhere down there. I don't know if it's in the park or at one of the observation decks. It's not uncommon in Taiwan to have a performer just sitting randomly on the mountaintop and playing to his heart's content. Not uncommon. Sun is pretty intense, so I had to pull out my umbrella to try and avoid heat stroke. Hey, of course there's a shibe. Shibe dog. Inu-chan. So that's the cement plan, you know, it's splendor. What does this say? So this is the Su'ao Municipality. Yeah. Shandong something, Shandong shipping. Yeah. Ship the bulker probably. Oh, let's keep moving. Qixingling hiking trail. Yeah, I'm in the right space. So this is the 3-star trail. That's the 6-star, and that will be the 7-star. Interesting. So the number of stars increases as you go up, like with the hotels and cognacs and the US generals. Is there a 5-star general? Like 5-star hotel? I don't think so. I know the 5-star cognacs though, brandys. So the disadvantage of walking this way is that you don't get to see the natural trail. It's all kind of paved and there's stairs. But if you're coming up from the other side of the town, it will be a natural rock trail. But it will take way longer because of that jog around the town. It's pretty hot. Yeah, it's very hot. If I didn't bring the umbrella, I wouldn't have made it here. Because it's very exposed. So here's the better view of the port. Yeah, a little bit of a view of the cement plant. So except the naval base, get a little glimpse of the corvette. I think it's corvette. There's another one as well. two little ships. Since it's pretty hot and exposed, another watering break. Yeah, the good thing is I brought the umbrella. I would be dead by now if I didn't. Yeah, let's keep moving. Because I drank a lot of water, I'm sweating a lot. But I think that's essential to temperature regulation. So the thing is, I brought enough water. And the umbrella. There's no wind whatsoever. Yeah. I'm kind of worried about the guy behind. He's breathing so heavily. He's abandoned his women. They couldn't go up any further. So the little gal, the older lady, they're just sitting on the trail. And he's assaulting the summit on his own. Generally, if you're going out as a group, you should stay as a group, because you never know, somebody might collapse. Oh, I don't remember these. So here's an even better view of the seaport. So this should be a destroyer or something, because I see a little helicopter hangar in the back. And is it a landing thing? Yeah, it could be. So not sure, but this could be one of the older Lafayette type destroyers, I think, from France. Or maybe not, because I thought they were sitting in Keelung. That's a better view of the cement plant. Yeah. If it's a cement plant, I don't know. I keep calling the cement plant. Yeah. There was a guy with a big camera taking pictures of the boats. Could be a mainland spy, you know, like having a close view picture of that warship over there. If that's a destroyer, could be something that PLA would be inclined to do, I think. But it could be anybody. They could have a better view from satellites. Yeah. On the other hand, we have a little Chinese ship, bulk carrier, sitting right next to the destroyer, presumably. I think they would have way better chances to spy on it. Little kind of contained Su'ao harbor. There's a bunch of wave breakers. I think it's pretty secure from the typhoon, like tsunami. Maybe a major tsunami could break through, like the ones off the coast of Japan could break through. I don't see any kind of a gate closing the entrance. But this is near the very summit. So let's have a look. Got a pretty good panoramic view. Yeah. Yay! Pretty good view of the whole thing. Oh wow. they have thought very well about this kind of resting point before the summit. There's water. I can replenish my water here. Another little something I can do to help in kind of lowering the temperature regulation is pouring some water in my hat, so it will evaporate gradually, pretty quickly, and it will cool down my head, yeah, by quite a bit. I don't remember where the summit should be there. Trail. Is it? It's also coming down. So this is the alternate trail that leads up here. But I remember there was a higher point. Maybe it's not the highest point, but there was another observation deck where you could look at the beach. This gives you much better view of the mountainside. Yeah. There was an alternate observation point looking at the beach. I'm guessing it's accessible from over here somewhere. Yeah, but if I'm really pressed for time, I'm just going to come down the same way I came up. And that'll be about 20 minutes coming down probably. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this thing goes all the way down. I should stop and check. Oh yeah, right. I can see the beach from here. And I can hear the surf. Oh, it's all up and down. But it's shaded. This is the... wow. Little snake. Xiaoxin. Okay, it's gone. Yeah, I think it's here. The second peak. Should be able to see those waves from over there. Yeah. So this was the whole point of my day trip. You get the point? Huh? Do you get the point? Weather station probably. Pretty hot again. Yeah, I can see that little outdoor gym that I now remember. Now a gym. I think locals use it as a meditation point or something. That's the coast of Yilan. Yeah. You can hear, if you listen, you can hear the waves from here. And this is the little gym that some local old guys use for their kung fu practice. You can see all these little things. Yeah. And it's very peaceful. I like it here. It's a very good place for meditation practice. But don't sit on this table on a hot day, on a sunny day. This surface is like 50 degrees hot at least. You can sit in the shade like this. Yeah. Time for a little foot massage. Hey. It's quite refreshing. Hi. Hi. Hello.
这个新人是不是蛮人家羡慕的那一种？
我们就是有一次我们去教练会啊，有没有？你们在上课那一次啊，然后他就带我们去一个山上，一个部落，嘿，去跟，对啊，就是在那边买的啊，伊讲因兜家己种的杏仁啊。也有泡环甲嘛，我觉得说，哎，还不错，感觉还不错的，谢谢。那个有那个栗子，很傻后哎，你妈跟我讲。
I think the previous footage was time lapse, so I think it was lost. But I'm coming down. It's a bit early. I still have some time, but I don't want to miss the train, so I prefer to have a bit of a buffer. I think I'll come down the same way I came up here. So I've already come down from that little meditation spot. And now I have to walk up to the previous mountain top. And from then on it will be all the way down to the main street. I prefer it this way because I know exactly how it works. There's an alternative path coming down to the highway, but returning from the highway to the railway station can take longer than I need it to be. So it's less predictable. It's faster than I thought. 10-minute fast walk, and I'm back at the kind of the other observation deck. So from here it will be 20 minutes down. Could have spent more time. Yeah. Someday I should come here for an all-day chill. This little outing to Su'ao was an optional, or kind of an optional part of the whole Luodong trip. So I'm glad that I managed to do it. in a day, within the day. The views from the other side of the mountain, I prefer them, I guess. Prefer that kind of view, more peaceful. But here is also pretty good. Hey, this monarch, is it a monarch? There's a whole bunch of butterflies here on the mountaintop. Probably after 3 o'clock or before 10 o'clock, before the sun is really high up in the sky, or just after it kind of the trees start giving you a bit of a shade, because around 2 o'clock it was pretty damn hot. Or bring an umbrella, or do it a bit later. If you're doing it a bit later, bring a source of light, because it gets pretty dark in the mountains. So right after 4, that side of the mountain will get pitch black, so you have to account for that. And it shouldn't be your phone light, it should be kind of a dedicated standalone little torch, or preferably a headlamp. I do this kind of outings, I prefer to have 3 different sorts of lights. So one would be the headlamp as the main kind of light in case I have to descend in darkness. So I have those headlamp, and I also like to take a backup little light with me. It can be kind of like a little torch, pocket size, so in case the headlamp fails. And in the very kind of last resort, I would use the cell phone camera light, but I don't like to use it because for various reasons. You might fall, drop your phone, crack it, you might drain your battery faster than you plan to. You might need your phone for messaging, calls and stuff, so better not to abuse it as a light. Lights and comms are kind of critical things, so they should have their dedicated equipment. At about 3 o'clock, it's quite pleasant. It was super hot around noon, around 2 o'clock, but now it's super pleasant, windy, and the trees give you a bit of a shade. Like I said, I prefer the view from the other side, but this side is also quite good when you're coming down. Yeah. Little resting station, looks very different in the shade. Now I even think, oh, it would be really nice sitting here, chilling. So you can definitely walk up the mountain within 45 minutes. Average fitness. If you're real fit, you can do the whole thing, both peaks, probably. Definitely you can do one of them up in 20 minutes. Then you can come down in like 15 minutes if you are pretty fit. So, but these people are not really set up for the mountain walk, I think. If you notice, I'm actually not even wearing my normal walking shoes, or like even the runners. I'm having a proper trail shoes, and that's very important. You need the right grip, and because the soils are thicker, they absorb a lot more impact, so you don't get tired as much. Yeah. walking up the mountains in a super narrow, super long skirt, almost like in high heels. I wouldn't. Which means, brings me to the thing, guys, if you are on a nature walk, nature date, make sure you're both having some sensible shoes, like these guys here. This will make just fine. Up the top. Su'ao, near the children's park. Very nice.